run. Let me start over here. Hey everybody, welcome to the stream here. We are going to unbox this box full of goodies right here and show off to you guys lots of cool stuff. I'm going to show off all the things that are inside here, and then afterwards, once you see what's inside there, I'll be opening up each of the things individually and we'll have an even bigger one, and then I'll be splitting up this video and putting it on my YouTube channel as well as separate things. So if you come and stay, as well. But I'm kind of embarrassed by this box here. And that is, so Rolling Dice and Taking Names had a big contest for their yearly thing. And I won, which is really weird. As a general rule, I try not to enter a lot of contests because I am in the position where we get either through people buying stuff, my partners and my other co-hosts buying things, or me buying things, or the few review copies we get. We play a lot of games. We have a wealth of games, as you can see behind me. So I typically don't enter contests like this, but this one, it was just I was in their guild and I ended up winning. Normally, under normal circumstances, I would have said, "Oh, well, that's okay," but somebody else can get the honors. But it's been a rough couple of months around this household, and I really needed some good old guilt-free shopping. So, anyways, so the winner of the contest. Don't you scratch my games, kitty! Get up here! Hey. Anyways, so the winner was a $200 gift certificate to Funagain Games. So I definitely used up every penny of that, and in fact spent a little bit extra to get one or two extra things in here. But I got my hobby blade here. We're gonna open up and see what's inside. And the idea is that Oscar would be up here going through the box, which that's Oscar. He's the cat running around down here. He's kind of like my mascot down here in the studio. But he's decided he's had enough of me, and he's just kind of roaming around causing mischief. But as soon as I open up this box and start rummaging around, he'll probably get over here. So, spoiler alert, none of you guys can see this. One of my co-hosts, Colin, is in the chat room, and apparently I'm killing him softly. Killing him softly. All right, so I got an overhand shot right here for you guys up in that corner here, so you'll see some of it. Yes, my cat is really cool, but he can also be a pain in the butt. That's for certain. Especially, he loves me, and then he'll be like, "All right, I'm done." Especially if I get this dice rolling again, he'll probably jump up here. All right, here, I'll throw a peanut at him. I wonder if these are those corn-based peanuts. Oh, it started to melt. I think it is. Oh, it tasted gross. I think those are the cornstarch peanuts, though, because it already started dissolving. All right, so first game that is right on top, and this is a game I tried at Gen Con, and I definitely have been wanting to get, and that is Custom Heroes. So we have here Custom Heroes. I thought this was in a smaller box, but there's a lot of stuff in here. Custom Heroes is a card crafting game, but it's also a trick-taking game from AEG. You can definitely see it's got a Japanese kind of anime-looking style to it. And it's like, there's like a girl with cat ears and stuff on the back. And speaking of which, Oscar, please don't jump up there. All right, he's going to jump up. Yep, he just jumped up there. Okay, please remove protective film from cards. Do not leave in hot places. Cards may warp. That's because they're straight up plastic see-through cards that you then use, and you can add and subtract numbers to make the cards more powerful or less powerful. So really short, really quick game, and I played it at Gen Con, really liked it, and I just haven't had a chance to get it in yet. So that's why I definitely this was like I was looking through my wish list to see kinds of what things I wanted. I was like, oh yeah, custom heroes, totally going into a box. So there's that. Let's see what's next. This is an obvious. This probably takes up half the box, as it took up like half the gift card here. But dun 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 dun. So if you've heard any of the recent boards and swords, you know I've kind of gotten me and my friend Randy have gotten huge into Star Wars Destiny, and there's a new set that just came out. So I was like, I'm going to take this opportunity to actually get a booster box, because I have not the hugest collection. I basically have the 2-player starter box that was at Target, and a bunch of booster packs that I've bought. So this will definitely probably more than double my collection. And in fact, this is one of the things that at the end of this video, I'm going to unbox, and we're going to go through card by card in case you were curious as to what comes inside Star Wars Destiny. So it's got a lot of dice. Oscar, you want to come down here? You can roll dice. He's looking at me. He's wondering what I'm doing. All right. Moving onwards. I'm still tasting that peanut in my mouth. All right. I'm going to reach down here. Aha! So, Game of Thrones, the card game, which, if you can see right over my shoulder here, there is already a copy of this. I got a bunch of the expansions and stuff for Christmas because I've been wanting to get into playing this game. I didn't give it a fair shake last time, and I saw a lot of people playing at some of the other LCG events, and so I wanted it as a side game, and yet, good thoughts. Poncho just says, run some catnip on the games. Or I could just grab... I'll just shake this enough. Yeah, he's watching it. Like, you are lazy sometimes, kitty. Anyways, Game of Thrones, the card game. I wanted this as a side game, and I already have one copy. But if you've played any of Fantasy Flight Games LCGs, you know that you really need at least 2 copies to be able to deck build. You know, you need 3 if you want to play competitively. But I'm not getting that into the game. This isn't L5R here. Come on now. But you know, it's a fun 2-player card game, except for this actually goes to 4 players, which is something I'm probably really interested in. So I needed an extra copy of the game, and it was really cheap. So definitely picked up another core set so that I could do some deck building. But while I was doing that, I got one of the expansions I didn't have. I think this is the newest one. I don't know. It says 2017 on it, so this might be the newest one. This is one of the deluxe expansions for Game of Thrones, the card game. So there's only one now I think I don't have. So that kind of makes me complete. Your journey is complete. So this is House of Thorns, which this is House Tyrell, which is one of the minor houses, if you know kind of the lore of Game of Thrones, which I don't know all of it. I've read a lot of the books, but I'm not super into the lore, and I don't watch the TV shows and stuff. But it's got a lot of cards, and it was an expansion I didn't have, so I picked it up. And there's one more Game of Thrones thing in this box somewhere. There we go. That's a playmat. You know I love me some playmats. In fact, we can go ahead and open this one up. But if there's one thing I like more than playmats, it's playmats with dragons on them. Yeah. Look at that artwork. That's one thing Fantasy Flight has down. Look at that artwork is awesome. Plus, especially when learning a game, I love playmats that have the broken out areas for this is where your deck goes. This is your faction cards. These are your discard piles, your draw piles, you know. your plot decks, that sort of thing. Especially, like, I've played the game once, but I'm not as huge into it. So I like having a very thematic playmat whenever I'm playing the game, and especially one that's got, like, all the stuff for it. So, yes, I'm over here. I heard you meowing. Oh, now he wants to play. Meow? What do you want to say? No. We got to work on your vocal skills. And put a peanut on his nose. He's like, what is that? Get that away from me. I'll put some peanuts right there. I'll make sure he doesn't eat them. Don't worry. I'm not cruel. All right, we can get this out of the way, though. There's one unboxing done, or one thing unboxed. Get that up. Now he's going to run over it. All right, I believe there is one more thing in the box here. This is something I've gotten, I should have gotten for a while ago, but I just never could get myself to buy it. And that is, ta-da! You know me, gotta have me some Simon in there. Come on, get it? Come on. Ha-ha! And that is the 5th ingredient expansion for Potion Explosion. This is the first expansion. I don't know if there's going to be any other ones for Potion Explosion. Potion Explosion is I don't know if I'd call it, it's a puzzle game. It's not really a dexterity game, but it's got a lot of cool components where it plays up like the kind of Candy Crush, Bejeweled sort of games where you've got a track of marbles and you're pulling out marbles. I love that game. In fact, you'll find out in the next few episodes of Boards and Swords how much I love the game, because I will tease that Potion Explosion is on my top 50 games of all time. Now, given that, you might say, well, if it's on your top 50 games and actually pretty decently high up there, why haven't you gotten the expansion? Well, I don't know enough about what comes in the expansion, but I love the game so much that I didn't feel like I had to have the expansion. Like this didn't seem like I was not bored with Potion. Yep, look, there he goes. He's going. Yep, get that peanut. Get that peanut. I had not been like, I was not bored at all with Potion Explosion. I was still loving the game. And also, thank you to Poncho, just said he's a new follower. If you're on YouTube, youtube.com/OCDcast, I'm giving away a copy of Xanathar's Guide to Everything if we hit a 500 subscribers. But I love the Potion Explosion so much that I wasn't sure if it was worth investing the money in this yet, as opposed to, as a general rule, I tend to prefer playing new games as opposed to buying expansions for games. So that's why sometimes I get and this is going to seem like, if you look at most of the stuff in this pile being expansions, that's going to seem kind of hard to believe. But I'm all the time about, no, you can't eat the peanut. I told you I'd watch him. But most of the time I like trying to play new games. So I finally broke down. I was like, I'm going to use this opportunity. We're going to get Potion Explosion. And, I'm finally going to try out the expansion and see how that plays. So, really looking forward to this. I can't wait to that. All right. And I think that is everything, except for a bunch of peanuts. Watch this. If I move the box, is he going to jump up on the table? Place your bets. Nope. Now he's really looking at that box. He is really looking. He's like, what is this? Oscar, you want to jump up? Nope. No, don't eat the peanuts. All right, place your bets on how long you think it's going to be before he tries to get into that box. If I had a lot of